private investment could be the solution to peace between the Palestinians and Israel. A multi-millionaire Palestinian-American businessman certainly thinks so. He's raised $1 billion to build Rawabi, the first ever planned Palestinian city in the West Bank. The French President's delegation will be visiting the milestone city, as well as a series of symbolic stops in Israel and Palestine during their 3-day visit to the region. The main investor hopes to show the French that Palestinians are actively building their future without the help of the government. Our correspondent went to Rawabi to take a look at this vast project, which has stirred both interest and controversy.
Rawabi, the biggest private investment in West Bank history, is meant to show the world that Palestinians are busy laying the foundations of their future. That's what multimillionaire Bashar Masri says about his pet project, the very first planned city in the territories. 6,000 units expected to house some 30,000 residents at an overall cost of nearly $1 billion.
If we could do a project like this, then try us and see what we could do if the circumstances, the political circumstances, get better. We are working under occupation, and despite the occupation, we are producing.
We embark with one of the locals who have been flocking to the site in the hopes of finding the home of their dreams. This businessman says that he bought an apartment here because he believes that Rawabi is the future.
More than anything, Rawabi is a new city and a modern city with new and modern infrastructures.
The buyer is proud of the location he picked and how it defines his social status in the eyes of the community.
The last floor.
He explains that he will finance half of the $120,000 super deluxe model he went for, thanks to credit schemes available on site. But the massive project is not to everyone's liking. The settlers who live on the opposite hill, but also some of the Palestinians from the villages nearby, have a negative opinion of Rawabi. One of them accuses the developers of having forcefully taken land. He compares them to Israeli occupiers.
It's not that we're against the project, but if the developers are going to take this land, they should give us some land next to our village. They refused to do that. One of us wanted to build over there, and they denied him the permission to do so. Another one built a house over there, and they confiscated it.
Rawabi.
The managing director of the project hopes that the city's first residents will move in early next year, but some major unresolved issues could considerably delay that. The main access road to the site and the water supply will necessarily be going through Israeli-controlled areas. In both cases, Israel has not yet granted permissions or offered any guarantees that there won't be cutoffs, which would seriously affect life at Rawabi.
All right, it's time now to get an update on all the sports action, and it kicks off with hopes that France can overcome feeling a little bit blur when it faces off against Ukraine again and revitalise its World Cup chances.